So Chris, here we are. We've got an amazing vantage point from Everton Stadium right back towards the city. For Evertonians who may not know, can you explain what Liverpool Waters is?
Yeah, so Liverpool Waters is the land between the end of the Everton Stadium and the Liver buildings. And that's about a 60-hectare piece of land with a 30-year planning permission to deliver residential, so homes and offices, to deliver hotels, public open spaces, parks. It's effectively the biggest regeneration scheme in the Northwest. We're stood on the stadium, in the stadium here. So obviously the stadium is a huge part of our Liverpool Waters development, so the stadium is a huge part of Liverpool Waters. Further down towards the Liver buildings, we've got about 1,200 new homes. So they've been delivered over the past probably 5 to 6 years. We've got a big residential scheme that's currently coming out of the ground, being delivered by Vermont down there. The Isle of Man ferry terminal, which opened about 3 or 4 months ago, which is again the main point of contact between Liverpool and the Isle of Man. We've also just secured planning permission last year to deliver Central Docks, which is 2,500 homes, 2-hectare park, all the infrastructure that sits alongside it, as well as commercial and community facilities. So that's our big regeneration play at the moment for Peel. And that will start to be delivered over the next 6 months and be delivered over the next 2.5 years.
It feels like Everton Stadium's in many ways a catalyst. How important and central has the development of this new stadium been to the whole scheme?
It's an absolute game changer for us in so many ways. I think for us, it bookends the site. So this is the most northern part of Liverpool Waters. It creates a huge amount of footfall. It creates a huge amount of interest. It just brings life to this part of the city. For economically, it's also important for this northern end of the city in North Liverpool and Kirkdale. So again, creation of jobs, bringing further investment, further development into this part of Liverpool. Liverpool Waters does that and continues to do that, once the stadium is complete and you've got Everton playing here. So all the investment that we're making to deliver the park, the infrastructure, the open space, the commercial facilities, again, that's really about bringing footfall into this part of the city.
Evertonians can expect to see a lot of development then down this area in years to come. I guess that doesn't just apply to Liverpool Waters, that's inland as well.
The stadium at Everton and then the redevelopment of Liverpool Waters will be huge, not just for the site itself, but for the 10 Streets area that sits next to both our sites. And then, further east into the remainder of the city. It's a phenomenal part of the city that is really starting to see more development taking place.
How did the agreement come about between Peel Waters and Everton, and what makes Brownlee Moor Docks such a unique location?
I think it's a number of things. It's the vision of the club, the council and Peel all coming together at the right time. Peel had its 30-year planning permission for delivery of Liverpool Waters. Everybody knew what was going to happen on this site over the following 30 years. Everton were out looking for a location for the stadium, looked at various different places around Liverpool, and then the three parties, including the council, all came together and took the view that this was probably the best location for the stadium. And then it's up to the vision of the club and the council and Peel to make it happen. And a huge amount of credit goes to the club, goes to everybody working with the club, and from architects down to the guys who are here on site delivering. It's all about vision and commitment, and you cannot fault anybody on this site and the club for what's happened. It's absolutely phenomenal.
And I suppose in the bigger picture, we've touched on it already, but the new stadium and the positive impact of Liverpool Waters, that will change this area of Liverpool forever, won't it?
Absolutely. What we're doing just a little bit further down the site here, we'll create the space that living in the city, visiting the city can use. It'll start to complete the Riverside Promenade that runs from all the way, obviously from the pier head. It'll run all the way north to the stadium. Commercially and economically, it's going to be a game changer for this part of the city. 20 years of Liverpool Waters of the planning to deliver, so it's not going to happen overnight, but we're already very much on with plans. We're working with developers, working with hoteliers to bring them into this part of the city.
And just finally then, Chris, if people want to keep up to date with the exciting progress at Liverpool Waters, how can they do that?
Yeah, so social media channels, press, our website, they're all places where people can get information about our development.
And it would be remiss of me while you're here not to say, what do you think of this place?
Gobsmacked, to be honest. Stood here by the stadium. We came when there was nothing here. It was just the open dock. And to see it now is absolutely phenomenal. Great for the city, but fantastic for Everton.